Hello and welcome to all of you in today's lecture. Now today we'll see some examples from earlier question papers, and hopefully this will be more useful in your forthcoming exam. So the first example is cyclohexanol. M by Z, the peaks are at 100, 99 and 57 respectively. So we have to explain the formation or genesis of these peaks. So let me clear this part so that we can use that portion for writing the answers. This is M by Z is equal to 100. Okay, 72 plus 16, that is 88, 89, 90 and 10, 100. So this is exactly 100. Then 99 you can show when you get the formation of double bond here. This is M by Z is equal to 99, and then third peak is peak at 57. So we can show it this a three-membered ring formation and three-membered ring in this side as well. So you will be having two fragments, radical cation. Let me show. We are starting from the starting. So this one, and probably this is also lost. So you will be getting double bond OH plus. So this is M by Z is equal to 57. You can check 36 and 5, 41, 41 plus 16, that is 57. So this is the answer for first 100, 99 and 57. All can be explained. The neutral molecule cyclopropane goes off, so that will not give any peak, but the positively charged species, they will be absorbed, or they will be detected by the detectors in mass spectrometer, and you will get the abundance for those peaks. Okay. The second example, 154 looks like M plus, but we can check 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 120 plus 16 plus hydrogen 6, 7, 8, 8 and 6, 14, 15 and 18. So 154, this is M plus. So you can simply show it by putting radical cation on oxygen. So and 112, this looks like McLafferty. Now McLafferty alpha, beta, gamma hydrogen. Now gamma hydrogen abstraction, I will just show it by this. So as a consequence of this, what you will have, let us put it as OH plus and radical here. M by Z should match. Now plus what is going off, you will be getting rid of this fragment. Now the mass of this fragment you can check, 3, 4, 6, 42. If you subtract 42 from 154, that is automatically 112. or the other method also I will tell you. Instead of showing all these things, you can simply put the solid bond in the formation of this propene and the other positively charged unit. I will just quickly show it. So, this is isopropyl group, and let me put radical cation on the, you can simply show it like this. Double bond here, OH plus, even this is okay, because mass of this is also coming out to be 112. So, any method you can use, the ultimate answer is same, even to even, that has to be McLafferty rearrangement and nothing else. Now, this is interesting example, C9H10O2, C9H20, 5 sides of unsaturation, 150 looks like M plus, this is base peak, 91 is tropylium ion, this is, and this may be another positively charged carbon. So, we have to write a structure in such a way that 108 has to be the prominent peak, 91 has to be there. Now, 91 suggests that it has to have, or the molecule must possess benzylic group, that is first thing, and then the other things would come after that. So, I will just draw the structure of the molecule and then we can explain the peaks. Now, this has to be there. So, 3 to 5, 5, 10, 10 hydrogens, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 carbons, 2 oxygens, that is ester. So, this is 150 and 108 is this part. So, if you show radical cation on this, and I will just show it with the fish hook arrows. Then let me clear this part. So, the resultant thing I will put OH, radical cation is intact, and what is going off? The cation goes off. Mass of this has to be 108. That is indeed 6, 7 carbons, that is 84, plus 16, that is 100, 101, 103, 108. So, 108 is this one, and the other peaks are bound to come, like if we cut it here, benzylic, then this will be CH2 plus heterolytic cleavage, or the simplest thing is you put radical cation on the square bracket. This is 91, this is 77, and the other peak also you can explain. So, the structure is expected. So, once you explain the base peak, the other things would come automatically. So, no need to worry about all other peaks, because your base peak is going to decide the skeletal pattern of the molecule. Okay. Fourth example, this amide 87 looks like M plus, because odd nitrogen, odd mass according to nitrogen rule, that is there. 72 looks like the loss of methyl group, 43 is this part CH3CO, and 30 is the peculiar peak for the iminium ion. Okay. Now let me put radical cation. This is 87. If one of the methyl goes off, now let me show this methyl is going off. So you will be having O plus NH. This is M by Z is equal to 72. Or alternatively you can break the other group also. So if this alpha bond breaks and you get this peak, this is 43, and of course the other part has to be radical, which will not be absorbed. So 87, 72, 43 is explained. Now coming to this 30. Now 30 peak, what is that entity? Let me put it here. This is 30. So how to arrive at that iminium ion? So let me show it quickly. NH, and then let me put NH plus here, methyl loss. So ultimately what you have, double bond CH2 NH. Okay. Then the loss of ketin, that is neutral entity, but you will be having this is M by Z is equal to 30. So two things are there. First is loss of this methyl and then loss of ketin, so that you can get the peak corresponding to mass 30. So that is the thing. Nitrogen rule, alpha cleavage, the loss of neutral molecule is going to be the key step in this case. Okay. Now moving on to the next example, C9H10O with hydroxylamine, it gives two isomers. So looks like keton. 1690 also suggests that it is a keton. These are aromatic region, maybe this are the CH out of plane bending vibrations and all. 134. So we have to come up with the structure. So C9, once again we have to show 91 base peak benzylic group has to be there. 3 to 5, 5, 10, C9H10O. This is the keton which can give you oximes. So oxime, I will just draw the oximes also here. C double bond N OH. This would be major, and if I put OH this side, that will be minor. So that's why two isomers. 134. Now they are asking about this compound, not the product. 134 is M plus of this. M by Z is equal to 134. You can always calculate. C9, that is 108, 118 plus 16, that is 134. 119 is M plus minus 15. This is the tropylium ion. So you got to have the benzylic group. 43 is this COCH3. So this is 43. I'll just show it quickly. The other part is 91. So the summation is 134. 119 is this. The other part, let me put this side. This is 15. And if you explain those major peaks, that would be sufficient. There is no other things required, because once you explain the important peaks, the base peak, you are through. The minor peaks are not so important, because there will be so many peaks in mass spectrum, but you have to address to the major peaks. Now here this ketone, the substituted benzophenone, 4-chlorophenyl benzophenone, 216, 218, these are the molecular masses, M plus and M plus plus 2 respectively. 141, 131 are the fragments after the dissection of the molecule or after the fragmentation of molecule. 105 is PHCO plus and 77 is the phenyl cation. So let me draw the molecule once again. So this is 77. Okay. So heterolytic cleavage, this is 105, 77, 105 is explained. Then the 141 and 218 minus 141 or 216 minus 139, anything you can take. So 141, 139, these are the two things. Like here I will just put radical cation on the top, and therefore we can think of this as a cation, and the other part would be heterolytic cleavage. So both the electrons are given here. So let me show it this way, like both the electrons are given here. So 2 electrons would be here. So one will fuse with this and second will be left here, and there will be 3 bonds. So this is going to be M by Z is equal to 141 or 139, depending upon whether it is 37 or 35. This has to be 77 without any problem. This peculiar part, this acylium ion equivalent is 105. So the moment you put this positive charge here, this is 105. So all the peaks are explained. So that is how you are supposed to check the fragmentation patterns along with isotopes. The ratio of 216 to 218, 216 will be 3, 218 would be 1, depending upon the natural abundance of the chlorine isotopes. And next compound is the benzylic ketone once again, and the base peak is 71. Now they have not mentioned M plus, but M plus if you calculate it is 162, and if you divide 162 into 2 parts, that becomes 71 and 91. So the breaking here, this is 91, this is 71, that goes without any problem. If we break it here, this is 77 and 77 is explained, 91 is explained. 119 is when the 43 goes off, that is once again you can work out. (43) means this part is 119, that is 2%, the abundance is less, but anyway, and 43 is already there, this part is 43. So once you write down the fragments, you can explain. One thing you have to keep in mind, that only the positively charged species, either positive the cation or radical cation, would absorb. Accordingly, whichever fragment you want to check, that should contain positive charge. So if 119 is the requirement, then positive charge should be on this side, this should be go out as a radical, and that is the only thing. I will just show how that 119 can be explained. CO radical cation, let me put CH2 CH2 CH3. This is one easiest method, PSCH2C triple bond O plus, and the other entity would be the radical. This is M by Z is equal to 119. So that is how you are supposed to show. If you show it by this method also, it is fine, but if you want to show in detail, then you have to show the homolysis of the bonds. In some cases heterolysis. Suppose I want to put positive charge on the ring, then naturally this should undergo heterolytic cleavage, then only the phenyl ring will contain positive charge. So depending upon the situation, you have to change, and accordingly you have to show the charges. The positively charged species would have the absorbance, or they will be detected by the detectors in mass spectrometer, and thereby they will be appearing in your mass spectrum, that is relative abundance versus M by Z ratios. Okay. That's all for today. Thank you very much.